Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to discuss about the Invoice tab in Pabbly subscription billing. So when you click on the Invoice tab, you see a similar screen to what you're seeing right now on my screen. So you'll have all the list of invoice that have been generated in your account, whether they are for failed transaction or for a successful transaction. Also, you have these dots which represent paid invoices, refunded invoices, and invoices that have been sent but the payment has not been made by the customer yet. And to view the invoice, for example, if you want to view this invoice for the product which was designing and the plan was one-time plan, you can click on the blue highlighted invoice number and this invoice appears in front of me. This invoice is totally customizable. You can customize it going into settings and invoice settings. But for now, we'll not get into that because we have a separate video explaining how you can add invoice settings. We'll go back to the invoice tab and open the invoice and see what else do we have. So this invoice is going to have every detail related to the transaction, which you can see here, and all the transaction associated with this particular invoice is going to be listed in this list. And if you want to add a note to this particular invoice, then you can add it from here. For the demonstration, I'll add a note here and I'll click this button and submit this. You'll see that this note will appear at the bottom of the invoice. And then you can send this directly to your customer and they'll receive it on their email. And if you want to print it, you can use this option. And if you want to delete it, you can use this button to delete it. But be sure that you really want to delete it because this action is irreversible. You cannot retrieve the invoice back. I'll close this invoice and we have some other options like record payment and collect charge. We'll understand them one by one. So first we'll discuss the record payment. So we see that this transaction is still in pending state. So we see that this transaction is still in pending status. That means we have not collected payment for this. But for example, this person who was trying to purchase this comes to me and pays through some other mode like cash or any other mode other than the Pabbly's checkout page. So we have received the payment, but the transaction is still in pending and the subscription is inactive for this particular customer. So we can record that payment that he made through other mode by this option. For example, if they made the payment through cash, then I'll record the payment that the mode of payment was cash and the payment was collected by me. And if there's something that I need to mention, I'll mention like paid through cash. And I'll save this. So you see my invoice status have turned to paid and this transaction has been now successfully activated and this customer's subscription is in active state. Now we'll discuss about the collect charge option that we have. So we'll take example of this transaction, this invoice number 48, the customer is John Smith and the invoice status is as sent. This subscription was created manually. If you do not know how to create a manual subscription, you can watch one of our tutorials. And for now, we'll see how we can collect charge for this transaction. So if this customer has associated any card in his account, so I can simply charge the card to collect the payment and the payment has been successfully made and this invoice status have also turned to paid. So this is the option of collect charge that we have in Pabbly. Similarly, you can export the details of your invoice as well by choosing the invoices that you want to export and using this icon. In a CSV file is going to be sent on your registered email address, which you can download and see. So this is all about Invoices tab. If you have any questions or confusion, let us know at admin@pabbly.com so we can assist you. Thanks for watching.